Welcome everyone to the Lofi Poli Sci podcast. I'm your host Michael Pickering, and that's right, low fives and low fidelity, low quality, in your face, messy as can be global news show. And a throwback to season 4 in the fall of 2021 with that intro music right there. We're closing out season 5, and season 6 is right around the corner, starting on Monday, August 15th. But until then, to the news, fresh off that press, and it's Update Thursdays. We've never used that name before, but we're using it today. We got lots of updates for both old and new stories. First one in Yemen, and it's probably been about 2 months since we've talked about the civil war there, which 2 months ago is when they signed a 2-month peace treaty agreement. So, there you go. And it was so humanitarian aid could get through because Yemen had been suffering from the worst man-made famine on the entire planet. And so the update? The 2 months is ending, and they signed another 2-month truce agreement. Is it an end to the civil war? No, not at all. But the fact that both sides are willing to keep the peace, for now, it's a good sign, people, and a good update. So, and also a while back, we talked about political gridlock in Kuwait. And we also talked about how Kuwait isn't exactly a democracy at all right? It's more of a constitutional monarchy where the monarchy always serves as the executive branch and there is an elected parliament, but that's really just on paper. They don't have that much power in the country. Well, the Crown Prince of Kuwait decided, enough gridlock. I'm just going to dissolve parliament and have new elections. At some point in the future, we don't know when they'll take place. But constitutional monarchies, people, it always intrigues me to no end to see how everyone around the world defines democracy in so many different ways. Like the Democratic Republic of Korea. I'll give you 2 guesses on whether that name belongs to South Korea or North Korea. In 3, 2, 1. It's North Korea's real name, just no one calls them that. So out in Kuwait, the monarchy dissolves the democratically elected government, and they still call themselves a democracy. Fascinating, is it not? And another update, sadly, a war update. And no, not in Ukraine and Russia, but out in the country of Azerbaijan and in the country of Armenia, because both of them claim the Nagorno-Karabakh region. And in 2020, when they went to war in the autumn of that year, we talked about this war a lot. And Armenia gave up some land because of that war, and the Armenian government was almost overthrown by a People's Power movement because they gave up some land. And we don't have much of an update because this is still very much developing. But Azerbaijan announced that there is fighting taking place again in the region, and life has been lost. Eyes open on this one, people. None of us want to see it. But Armenia and Azerbaijan, there's a lot going down. Now we're moving back over to Iraq, which we just talked about on Monday, and Parliament is still being occupied by protesters in Baghdad. And now, the leader of this movement wants Parliament to be dissolved and new elections to take place before they leave Parliament. People, this is big. This whole thing is about the fact that last year's elections, we still haven't seen a ruling government take shape. And the one that was about to, these protesters occupying Parliament do not want to see that happen because they say those political parties, they're backed by Iran, and it would simply be Iran controlling Iraq. But for 5 days now, the National Parliament building in the capital of Baghdad, Iraq, has been occupied by protesters. Lots going down in Iraq, people. How long will it continue? Right in. And a last piece of news to send you on your way for the day. Every so often, with all the things we as human beings got going on in the world, well, sometimes Mother Earth says, hey, watch this. And boom, a volcano erupts in Iceland. And I don't want to talk about this too much yet, people. Instead, what I want you to actually take some time and look at some pictures and some videos of a volcano surrounded by a land of ice erupting. Take a look. and you tell me what you see. Write in, people, as always. I'm curious your thoughts. And that's a brief snapshot of what's going on in the world today. Check out lofipolisci.com. The music, the episodes, the blogs, the letters, the art. Add us on all the socials, people. Hit us up. Always remember that Lofi Poli Sci is more than just me. It's the we that we be. Talk to you soon, Lo-Fi listeners. Pickering, signing off.